Hi everybody, welcome to Commander Critic. Today's video, just want to talk about some cards that you can use in any deck, no matter which colors you're running, that can help you either ramp a bit or fix your mana. Because I know that I've had some times that, man, I'm just not getting the right amount of lands and I'm falling behind, but there's no real way in my colors to fix that. So I'm not talking about any of the fetch lands, Arid Mesa, those types of fetch lands, or Passage. I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about some other cards you can use that would be, you can use all of these in any deck you play. Okay, so I want to start with these two. I'm grouping them together because they are mana fixers, but also creatures. And they are Burnished Heart and the Solemn Simulacrum. Now, they're both good, and either one is better depending upon the situation. So as Solemn, you automatically get that land when it enters. And then if it dies, or when it dies, you get to draw a card, which is also really good, but it does cost one more mana. Burnished Heart, you do have to pay the 3 to cast it, and then another 3 to sack it to go look for 2 basic lands. So you need to have that extra mana available. So if someone destroys it, or if there's a board wipe of any kind and you don't have the 3 mana, you lose out on that ramp or those mana fixing. But it's still good because a lot of times you are going to be able to do it. And you keep the 3 mana available. You can use it as a blocker and then sack it after. So you get an extra bit of value out of it. The next card I want to talk about is Wayfarer's Bauble. This artifact also allows you to go look for a basic land. So because it is a colorless artifact, you can run it in any deck. The next card is a land, but like I said, it's great for mana fixing. It is kind of a fetch land. Well, actually, it is a fetch land. It's Myriad Landscape. Now, it does enter tapped, and it costs you 2 mana, and then also tap it to go look for 2 basics of the same type. So hopefully on turn 3, if you happen to have it in your opening hand or you happen to draw it, you can go look for 2 basic lands, but they have to be of the same type, which is good for mana fixing. So sometimes if you're deciding whether you want to keep your opening hand or not, knowing that you have the opportunity to use this, you may just be willing to keep a card with only, or a hand with only some of the lands that would cast up your colors. And then you can sack it and then go look for 2 basics of the same type. They enter tapped. So I think it's a pretty good mana fixer, especially even in a monocolor deck. It's fine. The last ones are, I'm going to put them together because they sort of do the same thing. One's a land, one's an artifact. And the land is Urza's Cave, and the artifact is the Expedition map. Now with Urza's Cave, you do have to tap mana and sack it, but you get to go look for any land. Doesn't matter what kind of land it is. It could be a triome, could be any land of any type, can be even just a utility land like Maze of Ith. If you'd seen my very first video, you know that how much I really enjoy Maze of Ith as a great utility land. And then also Expedition map allows you to also sack it to go look for a land of any kind, but it goes to your hand. So they're both good in their situations. I run them both in my 5-color enchantment deck because I usually go to look for the World Tree, which really fixes my mana very well. So it just gives me extra chances to go look for that card so that I can start casting anything and everything I want in my hand. So anyways, those are just some ideas for cards you can use. Like I said, there's a lot of different color combinations of decks that you don't have really a lot of ways to fix your mana, and some people keep like a 2-land and a Soul Ring opening hand, and that's all they're getting, and then they end up falling behind. They think they're going to have a good start. Well, these cards in your deck will actually help you get those resources you need to actually play the game and keep up with everybody else. So those are just my ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe if you like the content. You'll be notified when I post new videos up. And let me know what you think in the comments. What other things you use? Do you use different ramps cards, or what do you think about these cards? But anyways, like I said, those are my thoughts. I hope you all have a good weekend, and till next time.